Hello, TV discussion fans and YouTube viewers. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to make a new episode of this, which I'm doing right now. A somewhat pre-holiday or holiday season special, which I'm not gonna do much special for it, but I'll say this, that there are a lot of different subjects that I would love to hear from you, the viewers. And I'll do another episode on a different show later in the month before that special time of year, December 25th, which, if the world doesn't end on the 21st. But, yeah, again, most people don't have to worry about that. Now, on to the subject of today. And it's gonna be Yu-Gi-Oh! Which most of you are wondering, why Yu-Gi-Oh? Well, since no one really gave me any thoughts on any new episodes, I had to choose a subject that would be simply used. Now, most of you have seen a few different decks that I've featured over the year or so, but in the first few seasons up to even the GX series, they were fun. They at least kept it near the rules somewhat. But then 5Ds and Zexals, not much of a thing for me. 5Ds, it's like, oh, there's one card you have to have in order to synchro summon. If most of you haven't played in years, yeah, weird ass shit too. And then in Zexals, oh, you need 2 level 4s to overlay for an Xyz monster. Now, in the original Yu-Gi-Oh, the only card you needed for monsters was polymerization. Even in GX, you needed polymerization for a lot of different stuff, like the Flaming Swordsman and whatnot. But it's like adding more crap onto something that was perfect in the first place. And yeah, I'll say it, I still enjoy playing the game, but it's like, there's sometimes too much crap going on with it. And I might actually do another video on a deck, which most of you might or might not watch. I don't care. But if you ever watched the first Yu-Gi-Oh movie, where it actually bases off the protagonist or hero of the story, Yugi, which battles his ultimate, or his challenging enemy yet, Anubis, which of course goes through Kaiba, which Kaiba's not a freaking villain. He's more of a little whiny douche. Which, yeah. Everyone loved to get his deck, but it's just because everyone wanted a freaking Blue Eyes. That was it. And see, everyone else, like Darts or Pegasus, they were villains. Well, Pegasus somewhat either way, but Season 1, it's really a few challenges up to Yugi versus Pegasus in the showdown, then Pegasus losing his Millennium Eye, which ironically doesn't really show the plot of Kura's plot till way off to the future where, well, not to 5Ds but or GX, but to where, yeah, either right before or after the seal of Orichalcos, which right now, well, I don't really give a rat's ass because there aren't really any good stores in or where I live because they don't think having a bunch of retailed items is a good idea. Sucks? Yes. But anyways, back onto the main story. Now, there's four main characters in each generation of Yu-Gi-Oh! Which the first generation of it was, yeah, Yugimoto, which turns to the Pharaoh, who actual name is Yami, which isn't really much of a big shocker if you actually watch the series and whatnot. Now in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, you meet Jaden Yugi, which in a few different seasons, yeah, he kicked ass. Now in 5Ds, you say Budo. Synchro summoning. It's like, really? Synchro summoning. You have to get one particular card to have on the field to do this. Which they, not in GX or Yu-Gi-Oh, but in 5Ds it's like, let's make a little cards group where, oh yeah, since you destroy a creature, special summon a Mech Lord. If most of you don't know what it is, look it up. But Mech Lords are a bit dickish if you're going up against someone who loves playing with synchro cards. It'll piss them off. Yeah. Mech Lord, and I'll tell ya, Mech Lord Emperors in general, they absorb synchros. Which, oh look, by doing this once per turn, absorb synchro, gain attack, screwed. Now, in Zexal's number cards and Ixay's monsters, doesn't really make any sense. It's, it's like the first generation, it was a ghost of a pharaoh. Generation 2, right after he beats Yubel, Yubel's a figment of his imagination and a ghost of his teacher. Yeah, weird. But in the first generation, Yugimoto didn't even know the pharaoh, so. And then in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, oh, a dragon talks to him. Which, back to the Generation 1. To Kaiba. yeah, that's more Kaiba than anyone else, because he loves dragons, if you haven't noticed. Now, in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexals, it's more random than shit. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a fun thing to do for a hobby, but there's more hobbies out there like airplanes, art, collecting sports cards and whatnot, which everyone has their own hobby. But, and I do apologize if this video is kind of crappy. I haven't done a video for a while, so please enjoy.